Hello and welcome. I'm Grizz, and I was figuring today, and oh yeah, by the way, happy Easter. I was figuring today I'd do a video. I'm probably going to do it hour by hour increments, upload them, of the famous Battle of Ligny. Now, this battle was Napoleon's last victory, so it kind of ends his career as an amazing military commander. And he fought a battle where he was outnumbered and he came out on top. But anyway, to explain more how this battle was fought, the ground here in this area is really bad. Positioning was bad on the Prussians, ground is bad, it's just an overall bad. Of course, he left this area up here open because he thought Wellington was going to come in and shore up his right flank. So he kind of left it more sparse over there. And Napoleon kind of pulled the same old strategies he's known for doing. Basically, what he likes to do is he attacked here at Saint-Amand, and his idea was to put pressure here, divert reserves, reinforce here, launch an attack, massive attack against the city of Ligny, overrun their defenses, and have a victory. He attempted basically almost the same thing at Waterloo, and it failed. Okay, it was the same thing. Attack the left, attack at Hougoumont. Once they weaken their centers, support Hougoumont, then have d'Orléans Corps was going to go up, roll over the ridge, and destroy everything. But the British managed to counterattack it with a cavalry charge, combined arms, infantry, everything. And then they ended up winning the battle later on. So, my only thing about these battles, and I'm glad Scourge of War, the developers, created this game, but the whole thing is everything always focuses on the 100 Days campaign, which is basically like 4 battles. Okay, you had the Battle of Ligny, Quatre Bras, you had the Waterloo, and of course you had Wavre. And the whole thing is anything that's ever really done about Napoleonic warfare or Napoleon is always captures this 100 days. And my whole thing is, it's all that Wellington truly did when he stopped Napoleon at Waterloo. He just prevented more lives being lost, because there were already Austrians, Russians mobilizing massive armies to come in and crush Napoleon. And Napoleon was trying to get out there and defeat the Prussians and the English before the Austrians and the Russians could arrive, which they were coming with like several 100,000 men. So I think the French were sick of warfare. They were sick of fighting all the time. I think if Wellington didn't stop Napoleon, for sure the Austrians or the Russians would have, because none of them were going to allow him to live, okay, or to keep ruling. It was just going to, just like when he was in charge, it was one war after another, after another, after another, until they eventually toppled him. Now I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Napoleon was basically beaten by the Russians. When he attacked Russia, he had the biggest army in the world. In the Russian winter, and everything basically destroyed it. Okay, and then things soon fell apart, and that was in 1812. Things fell apart quickly thereafter. And then they had the largest battle in the Napoleonic War, the Battle of Leipzig. It was a 3-day, trying to remember correctly, 3 or 4 day battle. 90,000 casualties. And he lost that one. And there's some good, interesting historical tidbits on that too. But he was defeated, and then that was the end of the Confederation of the Rhine, and it just went worse from there, and then eventually he had to abdicate, and that's where he went to Elba. So my whole thing is, there are these big battles. Battle of Borodino, for instance, the single bloodiest day in the Napoleonic War, and it's not really captured at all in any kind of these Napoleonic warfare games. You know, and so it's like a lot of the focus always with these Napoleonic War games is the 100 days, where it was basically him coming back, his last gamble, and it was very tense. Don't get me wrong, but to me, most of the really big battles took place 1812, 1813, and it'd be really neat to have some of the more massive, big engagements, like especially like the Battle of Leipzig. You know, done by the developers and doing the Scourge of War. That would be amazing. It'd be a very big battle and be fought over several days. Borodino was a 1-day affair, but still, it would just be nice to have some of these other more history-defining battles, because for me, it's kind of like he was really truly defeated at Leipzig, and he was never going to know power just like that. And I didn't think his gamble here was ever going to pay off with Waterloo or Ligny or anything. So, but anyway, we'll get to it. I'm going to play as the French, and I'm basically, instead of attacking Hit St.Amand, I'm going to both attack St.Amand, and I'll launch a simultaneous attack back with cavalry into Ligny. I like to use the cavalry to try and get some of the infantry out of here and stuff, because the infantry can't really form squares, so they see them at the last minute. So it frees it up. So I'm just going to try and hold these two cities and gain as much points as I can on the objectives. So let's start this. All right. Let's get this going. Basically, I'm getting the artillery set up around St.Amand. Going. Let's move in these two units here. Bring over here, come in here, launch the attack on Ligny now. Excuse me. Alright, I don't really care much to attack that fort. Okay. You go around the flank. You city. Stay away from that defensive fort. Yeah. Get the cavalry. Could be back here. I put them out behind the cavalry here. Bring in more artillery. Gerard. reserve. Alright, so we got the attack going. Got them back by cavalry. Get you guys at the double quick. Double quick. Already got artillery in position firing up here. And get these guys in position to support future attacks. Later. These guys moving at the double quick. Quick. Got cavalry kind of backing them up. Into the town. Alright, so we're hitting them pretty hard, so we're moving across. We're engaging already, starting to engage at St.Amand. Starting to see people showing up. We're bombing Ligny right now. Looks like we got a unit in here. Skirmishers coming up. Infantry is moving forward. I have cavalry coming up. Lots of cavalry. Unit here. They're coming out to meet us. Already retreating. Oh, they're driven back already. Now things are going over here. Cavalry units closing in. Artillery getting in position. See columns over here. We occupy over here. Start softening that up. Run into this church real quick before they get it. Alright, good. Got several batteries engaging. Yeah, they're taking losses in there, and those cannonballs are going in and tearing them up. Yep. They're getting shredded before they even see any action. Went through the cornfield here. And they're getting pushed back, they're running. Cavalry's finally starting to make it in here. Cavalry. You're standing in reserve. I'm going to take this artillery unit. I want you to bomb. Target over here. See if I can get some more artillery in the back. Gonna have some more artillery back here somewhere. Ah. Bring you. Soften this fort. Maybe if I put it under some good bombardment, they can help the center here. Double quick. Quick. We're starting to make our way towards. Okay, we're starting to move in on the flank of the town here. We're engaging some of their defenses. Got the cavalry. Got artillery moving in. And then run, get in position. There we go. Where's that cavalry? Use this cavalry to break them up really good. Not you. Just the cavalry general. Okay. Let's get the cavalry in there. Massive cavalry charge to the town. And let me go check on one. Engaged over here on the flank. They're falling back, and they're with this one. Get skirmishers out. Okay. Battle is seriously underway over here at Saint-Amand. I'm getting to see more of his layout, and I can see that he's got several columns waiting to advance. But he's going to have to make a choice to rather back up Saint-Amand or back up Ligny. Both are under heavy attack right now. They cross the river there. I need to get this objective right here. Should have it here shortly. Cavalry's in. See, we're in here just wreaking havoc. Take advantage of the holes. Units. Give me one of them. Here, open this up. these guys needs to come down here and open this up. Yeah, we're getting into the town. We're getting in there. Infantry, cavalry support. See, these guys are coming in here. Now all of a sudden they're getting attacked. Get in there, boys. Squaring up. Get him, get him, get him. You guys to get in the church. Where's your commander? Where's the charge? Charge. Support our troops here. Oh, they surrendered. Pretty hard fought, both sides. Just working them over here. Ooh, looks like we're doing some damage over here. Alright. And they are just getting decimated by artillery. Man. Decimated. Come back. I'm trying to see what he's doing now. He's not moving, so he's kind of maintaining where he's at. I am pushing. What are you guys doing here? Get back in the church. You stand there. Starting to fall back. And you know what? Let's go ahead, bring this unit forward. These units going. Get them on the run. Go. And let's see if we get this unit. Church. Past the church. Okay, we're slowly pushing them out. Alright. Need you to run. I'll take control. Take control. Go. Let's go ahead and push in. Get them on the run. There we go. There we go. Alright, we're pushing. Kind of exposed to this artillery up on the ridge, but it's what I gotta do. Counter this. Yeah, go over there. Alright, we're coming in. We're holding it right now. The objective St.Amand is ours. That's how we're looking in the town here. We are holding Ligny right now. We just need to get these guys out of here. The square is going to break at this range. Okay, just 4 more lines up. Alright, let's hold position. So we have both Ligny and St.Amand in our hands. We're pushing them back. I want you to stop. Some hand-to-hand going on. Let's get you into the fight. A lot of hand-to-hand going on. Yeah, there we go. It's a big, big melee. Got the retreating. Oh man, that was a big, big lot of bayonets. I'm driving them out of town at the point of the bayonet. Falling back, falling back. Right, let's get you guys over in position. What are you shooting at over here? I'll get these skirmishers to get up close and start picking off some of that artillery, maybe. We own the town. Lie down. Stop. Okay, form line. See if these guys can take out some of this artillery here. I mean, they're taking it in the face pretty good, but lie down, lie down. These guys in position. About engaging these guys. What I could do to clear, go ahead, have this artillery unit right there. Keep those units there. Do I have any cavalry? I do. It's all my guard infantry. Just need a few units of cavalry. Ooh, cuirassier. Would be perfect. Where's your leader? We shall advance. There we go. Just need a couple of them. Or bring them right here, back behind the trees here. Did the double quick. The cavalry is on the way. Holding the objective. Let's go ahead and stand these guys up. Form line. Telling people to lie down so they don't get destroyed by cannonballs. Go ahead. This can be real nasty. I'll wait till the other cavalry's in and I'll do a pincer on them. A good show, good job by the French so far, getting into the town. you in position there. Guys in position there. Have you guys lay down. Let's go ahead and get these guys. Put them over here. Artillery. Right there. Put it up real close. Alright, so I got the objectives. We're still staying kind of on the ridge. The objective change 3. I'm not going for that one far right. 3. Maybe send some cavalry, see if I can get it with that. See what happens when he goes over there. Alright, put him in a run. I still have a lot of reserve. Oh, the objective's off. Alright, LaHaye. Alright, LaHaye it is. Let's activate the reserve. Alright guys, we got our marching orders. We'll form up here. The wood. Oh. I'll have you guys form up. Well, I gotta get everybody formed up for an attack here. Okay. There's 2. They're on the way. Here will be a reserve. Keep him in the back. Let's have you form up behind the guns. Act as a reserve. Cavalry is already in place. In position. It's on fire. Oh man. Look what the artillery did to this unit. Just wiped them out. We're moving in on this objective here. Our far left flank. Now if I could just keep them pinned down. If I can just keep this center held together, it'd be great. Lie down. Let's just have this unit fall back, or just stay where they're at. Let's have them fall back. LaHaye right there. Oh, we did find enemy forces up here. Ignore them. Keep going, guys. Let's do what you're doing. They're pouring a lot of units into Ligny for sure. Cavalry just tear these guys up. Oh, they're like, oh shit, oh shit. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. French cavalry. Come on guys, plug those holes. Alright, I'll take over. Plug that hole myself. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, so we have one unit form a square, but other than that, they routed vast majorities of their forces. Get in there at the river. Up here to the river, let's go. We get up here to the river. You form this way. Bring this cavalry unit in. That's how you use cavalry. Charge right into them. Break them up. Running them over. These guys back in the city. infantry are still on their way up. Cavalry are still on their way. Like the left has got quite a pile up. Oh, look at this. They are really... So they went ahead, they weakened their center, and they're pouring their reserve into trying to take St.Amand back, which is fine by me because now I have forces moving towards my next objective. So this is fine by me. They're going to be getting a lot of grape shot. Go ahead and stand up. Man, they're going to be taking a lot of grape shot. Ooh. Man, glad I brought that battery up here. Let me see if I can bring these batteries up on the edge of the river to really take advantage. Just decimating these columns. That's good where he's at. Cavalry? Oh boy. Oh boy, should I do it? I'm gonna wait till they get a little committed, and then it's gonna be a massive cavalry attack. While these guys are getting formed, I'll use these guys. Oh, this is gonna be so awesome. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Oh, this is going to be so great. Oh, this is going to be great. Okay, there. Let's let him get in there. Get him in a position. The artillery do its work. Oh, each of those shots is grape shot, which is like a giant shotgun, just pouring it into them hard. And these guys are all massed up. They don't know what's coming though, but I got a massive cavalry attack ready to happen. You know what? I'll get the cavalry attack underway over here. Getting into position to attack La Haye. Let's go ahead and pour this cavalry into the Prussian hillside here. Okay, tell them all to run. Resi I've just brought up that have been standing here in position in the woods. Let's go ahead. Let's charge into them. Alright, Cuirassier is on the... There they go. So what we have here is we have artillery grape fire, grape shot pouring it into them as the columns advance, and they got to get across this creek, this river, and they're trying to come in. Now, this is called combined arms, okay? Artillery, infantry, cavalry. I got the battery over here on the flank that's pouring into their sides, grape shot firing right into them. The infantry's engaging. This is causing them a high price indeed to cross this river. What they don't see is the waves of cavalry that are coming in on both sides. Here they come. Bayonet. This unit ought to be shook up pretty bad from all the casualties that's been taken. Hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, he's really pouring it in to kick back St.Amand. man, what a bloodbath. What a bloodbath. Man, they're really sticking it in there, though. It's getting pretty aggressive. I hope you guys are ready for the cavalry charge. Squaring up. Well, let's go ahead and have this unit go hit this guy's. Go around the square. Here we come. Oh, they surrendered. Alright, let's call it the charge. And I'll just let them go over there and keep them in square. You know what? Get across the river, break this up. Okay. Fight's getting pretty intense. If we could break that square down. They're taking great fire. Oh. Units opening holes. Let's go fill that gap. Let's go ahead. Head towards the objective. Alright, we're forming up. Starting to move towards their objective. Cavalry's kind of... Cavalry's kind of giving them a hard time. There they go, they're breaking. Alright. Got a hole now. Broken up by the infantry. We'll see what we can do about breaking this up down here. Maybe we got our way in on the backside here. Oh. Tear him up. Oh, the grape shot is just riddling these guys. You can get this charge in between these squares here. There. Alright guys, advance. Let's go. Alright, so we got closing in on that objective. See if we can feed somebody in there. You know what? Bring this infantry. Bring this unit up. Jesus. That is an absolute slaughter right there. All squared up, keeping us away. Okay. That's fine. Get back. Just ought to keep them pinned down for a while. Let's go get these skirmishers out of here. Pestering the artillery. And let's go ahead and check and look at how Ligny is holding up. Meanwhile, over at Ligny, we're trying to get it back. We're hanging in there so far. Turn. I'll be able to do that here in a second, maybe. Cavalry must have run into us. You know what? Let's use these guys down here. Three units standing in reserve. Closing in on the objective, basically uncontested. There's not a single body here. He's diverted everybody down here to take St.Amand back. We're getting pushed back. Surprised these guys are able to take great fire like they've been taking. Oh, I got an opportunity here. Are they squaring up? Nope, go. This unit's got a break here shortly. Charge? Yeah. Probably gonna get repulsed. Yep. There we go. Forming. They formed up. Bring these guys back. Okay, we're keeping it pretty solid. Keeping it pretty solid here in the center over here by St.Amand. The objective is in our hands. We are getting points for it. And there is nobody here. So I'm hanging on to the objective. And I'll just continue to hang on to it until they actually want to do something about it. Anyway. And they're getting really anxious to fight. They're chasing me. You know what? It's cavalry time. Run their asses over. Where's that artillery at? Oh, right there. Oh, I'll sweep through, go hit that artillery with this cavalry. Get up there into this battery. Don't let them square, don't let them square. Charge. Oh, no, no, they're gonna get it, they're gonna get it. No, 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 no. Oh, damn it. Keep this line held over here. Go straight through. Can't get a hole. Maybe I can have support. These guys need a break. Alright, we're just hanging out over in town. Let them have it with those shells. Alright, well, this is all I'm going to have for Ligny today. I'll go ahead and continue the battle probably tomorrow or something, but I'm going to be doing like a multi-part just as the battle rages on. It's now 3:33, and I'll go from there. Let's go ahead and save battle. Save. Save it again. Oh. Save it. Save. All right, and there we have it. Let's go to the field. Yes. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I'm gonna have a lot more of that. So anyway, if you like what you're seeing, like and subscribe, and I'll continue the battle. So have a good day and happy Easter.